I've used for since I started as an MSD intervention manager. And I think this is very useful for all of us because it helps us document exactly what it is that our intervention is about, what root causes that we're attempting to resolve. And it helps us communicate that with our M&E colleagues, with the management, and more importantly, with our partner. And it's a way that continuously refreshes our mind in terms of how the intervention itself evolved over the period of the implementation. So it's a 4-tab Excel workbook, and it's a very simple tool that's very useful if you are an intervention manager. And even if you're not an intervention manager, it's important for all of your intervention, especially if these interventions are MSD interventions. It's important to have this sort of document because it helps in communicating all of the logic behind the intervention. So the very first tab is a summary tab. As you can see on your screen, you have the intervention summary. So the title of the intervention, the country in which you're implementing this intervention, your name as an intervention manager, and if there's any log frame references, you put that in, the date of the implementation, the date you're updating this worksheet. The workbook is a living workbook, so that means as you implement the intervention, you're updating this tool as you go on. So it's not a static workbook. So in the next section, you describe exactly what the intervention is and what you hope to achieve in the intervention. The second tab is a strategy tab. This is where you outline the constraints that you're addressing, the root causes of those constraints, and how you see the intervention evolve, the partner that you hope to work with, and potentially the service provider that you may need to work with in the intervention. And the next thing is the systemic changes that you hope to see and you are seeing. Don't forget, as I said, this is not a static document. It's a living document that requires you to update as you go along. So at the adopt stage, what are the things that you see? What are the things that were happening? And you outline all of this here in this strategy tab. And the next tab is the resource chain. Obviously, because it's an MSD intervention, you'll have a hypothesis of how this intervention will unfold and what it ought to result to. You outline all of that here in boxes, and each of these boxes are numbered, and they have assumptions that underlines them. And this is where you number the boxes, the numbers of the boxes, and the assumption that underlines each of the boxes in the resource chain, and the basis of that assumption, and any evidence that you may have that will support your assumption. So as you can see, what it does is it helps you really capture the entire intervention, all of the assumptions that came before you started implementing, and what has happened to those assumptions over the implementation period. And more importantly, this is important for communicating with either your donor, your monitoring and evaluation department, your management. And it's a way for you to keep on top of your intervention. So this is a tool that I've been using and has been fantastic, and it's helped me throughout my time as an MSD intervention manager. If you find this videos useful, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, and subscribe to our Do Dev Better newsletter it's a bi-weekly newsletter on LinkedIn. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave your comment in the section below, and if there's any questions at all, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.